are here in Janjambure. It is the island town, the land of masquerades, but most especially that of the Kankurang. And this is the host of the Voice of the Youth 2022 Bootcamp. And when you hear the Voice of the Youth Bootcamp, it means it is an opportunity where all the participants come together at a secluded place. And what better place to do that at a place that is far away from the bustling metropolitan city. And of course, you have the breeze coming from that river and the birds chirping. It is an opportunity for the participants to bond and begin to be practical about coming up with the solutions to the very problems that they're faced with. I am super excited as well because it is going to be a very interesting ride right here as well. At the moment, of course, the participants are already out there and have started their trainings. We are looking at 5 schools, as we said in the first episode, and all 5 schools are here: IOU, GTTI, MDI, the University of the Gambia, and of course, the Gambia College. Every school has 4 participants who are all ready and excited to embark on this very journey where they're going to start, of course, coming up with solutions. Not only that, they're going to be exposed to different activities, looking at Janjambure as a community as well, and what in detail they can learn from this bootcamp. It's something that we're very much excited to embark on so that we can bring you all the details in this very episode.
The bootcamp is a thrilling moment of encounter after the meet and greet. It is an opportunity to bond, share, unlearn and learn new ways of innovation as well as problem solving. The most exciting thing about this bootcamp is the fact that participants have to rebuild on past solutions. That can sound like an easy task, but usually it calls for more critical thinking as new innovations must be added on old models to build on lasting yet sustainable solutions.
We need to understand that the bootcamp is a pillar of the Voice of the Youth activity. And this is a moment where participants are gathered. And at the end of the day, they need to marry the whole concept of the Voice of the Youth, which is the Let's Be the Solution. So at this bootcamp, they are opportune or they are exposed to training sessions that will guide them through. And they are also exposed to team building games, communication games, and lots of other activities that would help them to complete their tasks at the end of the day. So this year, we've introduced sessions such as project management. We've also introduced sessions such as business writing, entrepreneurship, digital and social media merits, community development. So I think these are really life-changing sessions that they have enjoyed within the 3 days of the bootcamp, and it is all geared to them having a very good project at the end of the whole competition.
The process is usually rigorous and it calls for lots of training. During this period, participants will begin to understand the task ahead. They will learn new knowledge, exchange and participate in solving problems. Voice of the Youth engages highly trained experts in their various fields to walk the participants through various areas in entrepreneurship and innovation, relevant issues relating to growth and current issues which open the path to a broader view of understanding the urgency in carving out solutions to problems facing humanity.
One of the things that I have learned from this training, it is project management. This is a key factor in our projects because in order for us to able to sustain this project, we need to know how to manage them.
Yeah, the topic that I want to choose is our yesterday's topic that was presented by Modu Fati, Moduline Fati. That was about like choosing one word, picture, right? Like choosing one word to describe your whole activity. Yeah, I was like, it makes me think first before saying it out, because you know, a whole activity, for you to describe that whole activity with one word is always very, very hard. So it makes you feel smart, and then it instructs that critical thinking in you.
After they finish the training, participants get a chance to go to a unique place to present their ideas using images, signs and text which translates into meanings. So, The 5 teams are set to present their new innovations to their trainers here at Kankurang Museum in Janjanbureh.
My name is Hawabi Sanyang and we are Team Gambia College. Death is inevitable, but preventable deaths is really devastating. Women aged 20 to 30 die on a daily basis due to maternal mortality in the Gambia. That is why Team Gambia College wants to focus on a Mbama care package to address 3 indicators of maternal mortality in the Gambia. This includes nutrition, education, and family planning. On the side of education, we want to come up by sensitizing schools on behavioral changes, that is going to schools through their clubs, community bantabas, women kafos in the selected community, and also create forums where we will discuss on issues affecting women during pregnancy, before pregnancy, and even after pregnancy. The second indicator that the Mbama Care Package wants to address or seeks to address is nutrition. Nutrition, we all know, makes us human, and nutrition is an essential complement of pregnancy. Every day, we receive calls, SMS alerts from individuals just because a woman needs a pint or 2 to go through labor. Why do we need all this? It could be based on the reason that they do not have the understanding on the nutrition they should take in, the portion they should take in, and what are some of the foods, vegetables, and fruits that they should take in before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy. For the issue of family planning, that is why the Gambia College is coming up to build a top in the community. For the issue of nutrition, we want to continue with the package of the garden.
We are from IOU, Team IOU. We have a package for you, and the package is Fantanko project that was initiated by our predecessors last year. It's a proof that we are coming with no new one, but we are continuing the project. So to say, we're picking from where they stop. Now when you look at this mapping, we call it mind mapping. You have the Fantanko here, yeah? So under Fantanko, we actually have 2 broad branches. Branch to the right hand side, you have rehabs for victims. The right hand side is focusing on what do we have, why are we, who are our targets, the victims, how do we get them to be reintegrated into the system, back again those who quit schools, how do we get them really, and those who cannot go back to school, how do we actually provide for them entrepreneurship needs and others. So you would see down that rehabs we have 2 columns, yeah? The first column here we would see psychological intervention, and when we talk about psychological intervention, we're talking about how to provide counseling sessions for these people. Already our predecessors have a link with peace of mind, so that link is always there, the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. So that is going to be provided for them. And when you go to the right-hand side of that, you have what? Entrepreneurship training and possible startups for these very victims. The reason is being that we actually need to make them feel that they are part of the society once more, to try to reinstate their self-esteem. This is so needed, that they are human beings, that to say the downfall of the man is actually not the end of his life. Now, when we go to the right-hand side, like I said, left-hand side rather, like I said, the Fantanko is based onto this broad branches. We have the capacity building. Now, this stage, capacity building, is basically about the vulnerables, like the students. How are they going to go about protecting themselves from this very act? Now, when you go through here, you would see a classroom situation where a topic is on the blackboard. You see sexual exploitation. This is a capacity building, but it's not limited to only students, but the strategy is in a way that even the family, the community members, the police that are there, the soldiers alongside the villagers, the target would be Mothers Club, inshallah. So that is that. When we under that we have what? Inter-class competitions on sexual exploitations, which will debates and others.
This is Team MDI. We have a project called Karambunda Project, and we have innovation or solutions that we want to develop the project. One of the solutions we want to build a hall, or we have already contributed to build a hall. We want to do development and sustainability for the community of Karambunda. So one of the things we look at the purpose, the reasons why we want to build, why we want to structure the world. One of it is for workshop, and another one is school program like graduations. Another purpose is community services, but we want to look at that key for the community of Karambunda. We also try to look at the integrations. The integration simply means how can we let them know that this project we are doing, that this development we are doing is okay with them, or they will know. One of the things is we have to look at community dialogue. We have to talk to the community, tell them that this is very essential, this is very important. If you make use of it, it's ours, it's yours. We also look at posters, meaning we have to create a posters everywhere that we have construct or renovate the world so that it can be benefit to them. We also look at billboard, meaning to put a signboard whenever somebody is passing by, and then try to look at that this is a hall that's been created for the Karambunda. So our next project we want to look at is to create a cafeteria, which is very important. And one of the things we want to create is that for us to build a cafeteria is for us to what? Make sure we provide food services, and also look at what? Individual services. We also look at what? Workshop, like we have a project workshop. So as we are Team MDI, we want to make sure that like if anybody have a workshop, will come to us and hire us. We provide for you food services and all the stuff. We also look at what? Graduation ceremony, of course. When we have a graduation ceremony, understand, people will come to us and hire us. We provide food for them as well. We also look at what? Community programs, of course. When we have a community programs, that is very vital. Understand? I think the reason of building the cafeteria is for them to come to us and seek for help, how we can provide food, catering, and all the stuff. So one of the things, we have so many important things that we have decided for the Karambunda community. So thank you very much.
My name is Kenijetu Dabo from Team USET with my colleague Cecilia Aljao. So our project of presentation is based on malnutrition. So we would like to give a brief definition of malnutrition. Malnutrition is a condition in which the diet does not have the sufficient amount of nutrients it needs. For that being the case, we come up with solutions. Some of our solutions, what we have to start with is awareness creation. That is infant and child feeding practice that we are going to sensitize the community on. Easy detection of malnutrition using the mid-upper arm circumference. That is, we have the red, that is severe, the Y, that is yellow, that is moderate, and the NO, that is green, which is normal. So from there, the previous participants has already established a garden. So we're going to pick from where they stop. That is to complete the tank they have already started. Then the official opening and operation of the garden. Also, we start by planting fruits and vegetables. These are some of the fruits and vegetables. That is our short-term planning. We also have a long-term planning for sustainability purpose. That is to start a farm where we are going to have it in 2 hectares, one for poultry and one for goat rearing. Poultry, we can use for source income generation and also for source of protein. We can also use goat, knowing that it is a multi-purpose animal that can withstand any conditions it lives in to produce. We have milk, meat, and also manure. We can also use it for medicinal purposes. It can be used to provide Ayurveda, that is to use to prevent asthma, cough, and diabetes. We also have it does stop there, that is, it deals with, it solves anemia and increasing the hemoglobin of both pregnant and child inside the mother's womb. This is the solution we want to come with. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon to you all. My name is Aji Farmer Job and we are from Team UTG with my team members. Our project is the Kora Water and Sanitation Project, which is the continuation of the previous Voice of the Youth 2.0. And currently, Kora is faced with challenges such as sanitation and malnutrition. Sanitation in the sense that there are a lot of glitterings and animal dump lying around in their villages. Again, malnutrition in the sense that most of them are having malnutrition, and as a result of that, our idea is to use waste management where we will segregate organic and inorganic waste. This organic waste will be used to grow oranges and banana around the water tank, because there is a lot of muddy water around there, and that water will absorb by these trees. And in the same sense, this dying leaves from these oranges and banana will be used again in the organic waste. And also we are planning to have a community garden where we'll be growing vegetables for them so that we will fight against malnutrition. And we will partner with institutions and NGOs that have key interest in malnutrition and waste management. This is our project.
I always try to serve as a role model and also try to inspire the youths, because I know they are the cream of the nation. You know, the youths, we need what we call, you know, the change of the mind, the mindset, to change the mindset. And that one first step that can, you know, ignite the change of the mindset is to inculcate nationalism into us. Any person in this country matters as far as the development of the country is concerned. But again, also, you know, responsibilities are entrusted to people. When you are entrusted with those responsibilities, take it as yours. Don't take it as, you know, it is something that is not you. Because once you do that, you will not deliver to the expectations.
Of your lights, block your roads. Everybody back out. Let's go to the computer, please.
Life at boot camp is usually filled with unusual yet fulfilling adventures. Waking up early in the morning to do morning rituals, sometimes sporting activities for the fittest, and most time for the least fit. That's necessary because what's the purpose of inclusion and building a bond amongst new people? There's always something to do aside the work, fun, and less sleep.
Yeah, the activities for me, it was really challenging because I hardly do any exercise. I just focus on my computer the whole day. So this was something adventurous but also challenging but fun too. You know, different universities, different students living together, working together as a team building. That was the fun part of it.
It's day 3 and fatigue is already setting in. The participants, however, are most active. They never get tired. Oh, who doesn't want a prize though? It calls for hard work, you know. Now, let's discover Janjanbureh, the land of Kankurans, youthful life, discovery and islands.
You know, the boot camp is crazy, yeah? Honestly, I actually very enjoyed.
Yeah, the environment in Janjanbureh is a calm place. I love rivers. And this is around the river because I am someone that loves nature. and this place is very quiet. I love quiet places, though I love enjoyment as well. But then when the place is quiet, I tend to think. Yesterday I visited the river, it was very quiet and I was so peaceful. Today too, the boat trip, wow. Guess what happened? The view I saw, like I saw trees, they were in the form of the trees. It looked like they were hugging each other.
So you have just witnessed the conclusion of the school outreach that happened here at Armitage. Of course, when you hear Armitage, it was the oldest school. It has been the oldest high school here in Janjambure. And of course, I have Kadiatu here, who is one of the participants. So you also spoke there. What was the main aim of this particular conversation you had with the students?
Okay, the main conversation, my aim was at least to show them that we cannot limit ourselves as humans. We need to explore, believe in ourselves, and know that if we have passion for something, with determination, we can do it.
So how do you see the day's activity today, and how do you expect the students to take this conversation home?
The day's activity is very meaningful as far as different people come to give different views about their understanding related to education. So that is very beautiful, and I hope the students also are inspired as well, and they got what we said. So that is the beauty part of it.
Well, there you have it, young people also inspiring young students as they're also going to be in this situation one day or the other, because you people are already at tertiary level and you're expecting them to take it further. Now it's time to go and watch some football. Let's get it.
Yaliba Ndeni Nobles Nadalia Magindula Gambia Yolola Isofora Manumamora Ajula Damandika Isofora Manumamora Afula Dasarahuye Kopapala Isofora Manurimora Woloba Manjago.
The match that was organized yesterday was very interesting and fun. I never knew I am a fun person till yesterday. Like me dancing, to me I was like, I am never a good dancer, like I can't dance. But yesterday's skills I was showing and everybody was like vibing me. I was like, woo, I'm on top.
And while the birds chirp and the town goes to sleep in solemnity, the participants are awake like angels that never sleep, looking after their beloved but surrounded by logs lit in fire, chanting songs that can keep the village spirits awake all night long.
Well, certainly anything that begins must definitely come to an end. And we've come to the end of the boot camp season 2 of Voice of the Youth. Clearly, you've seen that a lot of activities have been displayed here and the participants did enjoy, as you've heard. I've had a good time as well, but clearly keep following this season as we have a lot more in store for you. And this is where I'll draw the curtains on my part as I humbly hand over to Andy Kema, who will be your presenter for the rest of the season. I'll see you some other time. Let's go.